Hi, my name is Mandy Chesley Park, and I'm the director of the Expanded Learning Program here at Mount Abraham Unified School District. Most recently, we were asked to take the charge on of providing care for our essential workers in our community. Some of you have reached out to me and asked to be able to see some examples of the systems that we have set up and the work that we are doing. Each morning, parents drop their children off at our care center. We have not had to design a staggered schedule because organically, parents have dropped off at different times. When parents arrive, we are at the front door opening it and inviting children to come right in. We provide hand sanitizer for our parents and children to disinfect their hands, and the nurses screening station is immediately on the left as they enter the program. Our professional MAUSD nurses wear cloth covering and gloves as they check the temperature of every child, staff, and parent that enter our space. They keep a log of the temperatures that they collect, and they ask 2 specific questions to each individual. 1, has that person had close contact with a person who has COVID-19? And 2, has that person felt unwell or had respiratory symptoms in the last few days? They also do a visual screening of the person, and if they are confident that that person is healthy, that child, staff member, or parent enters the space.
So we made projects that all the students could participate in, while also doing social distancing. Each one had their own workstation. They're all 6 feet apart. They did individual aspects of the boat. We did activities that led up to it and talked about what we were going to do for the day so everyone was safe and knew what they were doing.
Our educators have worked hard to develop plans and engaging workshops each day that allow the students to engage, create, and explore while still keeping them at a manageable distance. Our tables in our rooms have been set up 6 feet apart, and students have their own resources to use and to manage, including a cubby space where they can store their objects.
Hi, my name is Jen Gordon, and I'm a leader at the MAUSD Essential Workers Childcare Program. I work in the 5 to 6-year-old group, and here is a little example of one of our friends' tables. So what we do is that we keep the most used materials on top of the table. So in this, they have scissors, glue, colored pencils. We'll change that out depending on the project that we're doing. So there could be paint and paintbrushes, markers, whatever they might need. This is a project that we had just finished where we were making our own microphones. And then this is our sensory bucket that we always keep on top of the table for if we're needing a little break from our project or if we are needing some sensory play. This is our current project that we're working on of making cloud dough. So they usually have a pretty full table going on here. And then when projects are finished, they have their own bucket. And it has all of anything else we might need in there.
So when it comes to finding activities, I guess, in these times, it can be kind of hard because you'll find a lot of the things you'll see on Google or on YouTube requires touching or requires getting too close. So it's really just kind of been a battle of making lists and kind of nixing off things that we can't do. Also finding ways around things, like when we want to play tag games, we have little cloths that we use to tag instead of our hands. So it's just kind of been a little bit of a challenge, but a fun challenge trying to figure out ways to keep the kids entertained and safe at the same time.
So this is one of the classrooms we use at Essential Workers Childcare. Every classroom has a bathroom and a sink, and we all washed our hands a lot at school, but now there's a whole other standard. Kids wash their hands as soon as they come into the classroom, before they eat, after they eat, as does staff. Anytime they go and use a different space, if they go outside, if they go to the gym for gym time, they're washing hands before they go, they're washing hands when they come back. The kids are washing their hands, the adults are washing their hands. Basically, it's wash your hands all day long.
Our custodial staff is right in this wing working and following basically students and staff around disinfecting surfaces that have been touched. They are working most definitely on a 2-hour schedule to do a deep clean of the bathroom and surface areas. Our staff additionally is disinfecting resources and utensils that are used by students and cross-pollinated. We work to ensure that this doesn't happen, but you can imagine that it does happen in a childcare setting. One of the most important aspects of the program that we intentionally designed at the beginning was a sense of community in the space that we have designed. We have worked intentionally to provide that community for the families we serve, obviously and clearly the students that come here, but also for our staff during this time of a worldwide health crisis. We have developed sweet relationships and have worked to do activities together that promote not only training, but a sense of safety and a sense of community. I think it's incredibly important for my colleagues to know that though we have systems in place as provided and outlined by the Vermont Department of Health, and we have strong and engaging programming that is ingenious by our staff, it does not always unroll perfectly. In fact, in a childcare setting, it is very unnatural and unusual to have this type of structure and systems. Additionally, it is not something that we have all mastered as leaders, and so we are constantly reminding, encouraging each other, and providing ideas and solutions to ways that we can do this with our kids. What we decided at the beginning of our work is that the children's social emotional health was as important as their physical health when they were with us. And so from the get-go, we worked to ensure that no child was shamed, no child felt scared or uncomfortable, and so we have worked to redirect. We have worked again to plan, and have programming and ideas in place so we are ahead of possible situations where we're all very close together. But on a daily basis, we are reworking, reminding, and redesigning. And so my final piece to all my friends and colleagues around the state is we're doing our very best. We're following the systems, our very best that have been provided. Does it always go as planned? No, but childcare rarely does.